Hey y'all, this is Holly. I said I'd start doing this, so yes, this is Mania Night 1. So firstly, I really liked like the little history of Vegas kind of intro thing, like um showing Elvis and Sinatra and all that. That was really cool. Um, I mean, yeah. So we all knew Jay was going to win. It was a great match. Jay did really well. I think. Uh, It was a great way to start. Um, I'm not gonna pretend like I know enough to be like, oh yeah, he should have done this move, and I think he could have done better here. I do at some points. I mean, yes, I agree with a lot of people, probably most people, that Gunther should have extended that ending a little bit longer. Um, that clearly was probably just a time issue. Um, which I mean, I feel like they could have just sorted that out because there's some matches that went on too long. They could have had this go longer, but I'll get to my thoughts on that one. There was something I thought that could have happened, which would have been really fun. I had really fun ideas with this, but I really feel like let's say Jay was like in the corner or whatever, almost gone, almost dead, whatever you want to call it, and then boom on the monitors, you have Jimmy just like cheer him on. That would have been really funny. That would have been cool if they did that, but they didn't. So oh well. Um, that's fine. I love that Jay won, and then we get what was it after Jay? It was damn. I may give my orders wrong on this. I'm sorry. It's been a long night. Um, I think it was it not Jacob? Yes. Yes, it was Jacob. Um, once again, great. Love that Jacob won. I'm not really surprised. I'm a little surprised, but I'm because I was betting on, a lot of people were betting on this, that like Solo would have messed it up for Jacob somehow, and he didn't, which is great. I was actually a little surprised that I didn't see Tamatoa anywhere. Tamalo Hyena. I didn't see him anywhere. Which, by the way, look, I get it. Uh, Jacob, you have your nickname being the werewolf, and then you have the hyena. I mean, I don't know if he actually goes by the hyena, but he should go by the hyena. And then Solo, find yourself an animal too. You could go by something. You could get like, I don't know. I don't know what you would be. Like rhino, maybe. I don't know, because of the hair. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You figure it out. Um, I feel like having like an animal bloodline kind of thing would be kind of cool for them. Um, that was a really good match. LA Knight's constant like for a while I was very hesitant on Knight, but over like seeing him for a few months really, pretty much since last year, seeing him kind of get like getting more used to him, I've really liked him. I'm really digging like it's like oh yeah, they're really going for like he's the new Macho Man thing. I do like that. That's really fun. I kind of want to see him with longer hair. I feel like just go full throttle with that for a little bit would be really fun. Um, I'm really glad that we've had two Samoan wins today. That was really cool. That was great. Uh, and then we get after that, we get uh, Jade's match and Jade and Naomi, and that one, that's the one I feel like could have been shorter. Mostly because I actually just really wanted Jade to just put the smack down immediately, just get it done, because it was more just like a storyline match and not a belt match, which is fine. Those are still good. Um, but it just felt like it's like okay, like we know what's gonna happen with this one. Like we kind of knew what was gonna happen with a lot of them, but this one in particular, we're just like, okay, yeah, let's get this one done with here. It was fine. It was good. Because Jade's great. I love Jade. I love the Storm look. He's like, please, Marvel, make her Storm. Come on. But that's the thing. Is like, like she was gone for a while. They always promote her as like this unstoppable, like amazing force, which she is. But just having that struggle, like I get it. They want both to look good, but I feel like just doing that, like just having to be like, nah, nah, we're finishing this. I'm done. How dare you do this to me, kind of thing, would be good. That would have been a good way to do it, for me at least. But I'm sure others want a bit more even matches than what we got. Um, and then we got, oh, right, New Day. Very excited New Day one. I love the idea of heel uh, teams, like heel belt holders, like we have with Liv and Rochelle. That's always fun to me. Especially since like the New Day, they needed something. They became heels and they did nothing. They were just fodder pretty much. And honestly, the Raiders haven't really done much either. Like they just been there, but they really haven't done a whole lot. Like honestly, I would have loved to see like before the Judgment Day had their issues, like Judgment take down the Raiders, and then like let's say if like this match was Judgment Day versus New Day, that'd have been really cool. Even Day Day, you would have actually split up the Judgment Day kind of stuff between two nights. That'd have been really cool because um, especially if they're planning to break up the Judgment Day, then actually having them separate on two separate nights would do that instead of what we're getting tomorrow and Sunday, which is like, okay, so we're getting Liv Rochelle and Finn and Dom, like we're getting all of them. Like, yes, I know what happened, like JD McDonough is out still, but like you could have had like no, I guess not. You really could have had anyone. Like if because JD got injured, you really can't do much because they have. Well, let's say JD didn't get injured. You could have had JD and Carlito. I would have loved that. I want Carlito to get more stuff. He's not getting anything. I love my little apple boy, but he needs something. I'm going off tangent. No, no, that was a good match. I feel like it wasn't as crazy as it could be because I've seen all of them do better, especially Kofi during like his Kofi Gauntlet push. And I've seen Xavier do great too. They all did great. I feel like I just kind of wanted more because I did know like to say, okay, they're gonna win this one, and that ending was a little weird. It was kind of on par with them now because like they're heels, but they're coward heels. So I really feel like them beating that big force that's the War Raiders should have been like, oh, okay, we don't need to be the coward force anymore. But eh, if they lean into that, they could be the coward force instead of Ginyu force, giving them like bringing back their Dragon Ball Z stuff. That would be kind of fun. I'm losing my voice from this. Sorry. Uh, after that, oh yeah, 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 yeah. We got Ray Phoenix and totally not Chad Gable, guys. It's Americano Grande, Grande Americano. I like Americano Grande better. They should have gone with Americano Grande, but whatever. Um, that I knew that was gonna happen. Even if it was still Mysterio, I knew that Chad was going to win that one. I do my version of it, how I thought it was going to play out was going to be like Ray, whichever Ray, unmasked Chad, and then he still somehow cheats to win. Like that's how I would have had it, but oh well. Um, I'm fine with that. Like if I'm not really a huge fan of where they're going with this, only because um like it feels like just Chad. It's the only thing is like I'm just gonna keep unmasking people, which really isn't cool. Like that's a whole big thing within Lucha, like you don't do that. So like yeah, that's kind of just annoying. I'm fine with the cheating and stuff because like yeah, okay, that's his character. That's American made, American cheaters. Um, but yeah, like that was just like okay, sure. I mean, great for Ray Phoenix that like this was his first. Like he barely came in up to the roster and it's already like has a Mania match. That's insane. That's the insane thing with a lot of these people. It's like same with Jacobs. Like it was like his first big win, one of his first big manias. Like a lot of these people it was like their first manias and they did well. Either they like like Tiffany. We'll get to Tiffany in a second, but it was Tiffany's first too. Like I may be wrong about that, but I mean it's not Jacob's because Jacob did appear last year, but like he first single one and he won. That's wild. Like I'm like if this is how like given this one so far and last year's, if this is how our manias are gonna go uh under Triple H, we're gonna have some banger manias for a while. This is gonna be great. We'll see how night two does, but if we think about it, like this is gonna be really interesting. Because Triple H's like stuff has been kind of hit and miss, but like if his manias are like this and last year's are that good, that's great. Because maybe like last year was his first, more that he pretty much helmed, and now this one's already doing really like this one's already great. So you got to a really good start with your manias, H there. That's great. Um, so the Tiffany and Charlotte match, that one also I kind of figured was going to go the way it did. I wish that one was a little bit shorter because it's just like, yeah, I get it. That's the one I get is I get that. I'm gonna turn on the light here. That's better. I get that. Um, they wanted to show off both talents. They would definitely want to show off Tiffany. They definitely want to show off Charlotte because Charlotte's legacy. They want to keep showing her off. But I felt like it was like, okay, we get it. Like for me at least. After a while, it's like you took less time with um, some of the other matches. Like, sorry. Um, Now I feel like that one could have been a little bit shorter, not a whole lot, just a smidge. Um, No, there's some really good moves there. There was some really cool stuff in that one. I didn't care. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care as much because I knew that Charlotte wasn't gonna win. And granted, I don't like Charlotte anyway. But like, say, okay, so this was just gonna be Tiffany, and this is really just to show Charlotte's tough still. Fair enough. What I did find interesting, what I did like, is Tiffany's outfit, kind of like, especially the bra area, chest area, whatever you want to call it, kind of look like the Divas belt butterfly, which is, I'm going to be honest with you. I love that belt design. Um, I may be one of the few, but I really like it. Uh, After that one, we, I think that's it, right? Yeah, we got our big one. We got the triple. Oh, Tiffany retained, which is fine. Yeah, like I call that one too. Like that, yeah, of course. Um, so like the triple match. That was great. That was good. Um, One of the things I like that one was great. So like Seth had an amazing entrance. Like I once he brought out the flamethrower, I knew he was gonna win any beforehand. I was like, okay, he's gonna win this. Like I wanted him to win for sure because I love Seth. I've been okay with Punk winning because there would have been like another story ending kind of thing they did with Cody last year. Um, but his entrance using a flamethrower is like, oh, okay, so we're going the flames thing like with The Rock. So he's going to do like a heel move and he's going to win, right? Lo and behold. Um, the interesting thing though is that both Seth and Punk had way better entrances than Roman, like sure, but um, that's the thing I'm going to want to touch upon after I talk about this. But yeah, no, this match was wild. I really loved almost all of it. No, not pretty much all of it, yeah. Uh, so the highlights for me at least was always going in the crowd. That's always fun. The idea, so like, granted, it's not what happened, but I thought this would be the case, but it wasn't. It was like, let's say like, when Seth and Punk are like fighting amongst the crowd. They just cut back to Roman just standing in the ring, just like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna let them do whatever. I'll just pick them off. Like it didn't happen, but that the idea of that is amusing to me. Um, of course, the Spanish table got destroyed first. You got to keep up with tradition. But I love that the prime bottle is used as a weapon. I've been wanting that forever because it gets so close to it during all the stuff, like all the PLEs and things. I'm like, please just do it. Just hit someone with the prime bottle. And they did. I loved it. That's all I wanted. Now, granted, I much would have preferred it to be tomorrow and Logan get hit with one or he uses it either way. Like, if I get disappointed with Logan not getting either hit with a prime bottle or hitting someone with a prime bottle, the Logan match will disappoint me. Granted, the Logan match will still probably disappoint me, but this was good. Um, I jokingly was thinking, it's like, oh God, if Punk wins this, or if Seth or whoever wins this, and then like Paul just says, "Oh, I have one more guy," and then Lesnar just shows up, I would have been like really annoyed. The other part of me that would have been like the shit stirrer part of me would have been really funny, but no, I'm glad that they didn't bring in Brock Lesnar again and be like, "Oh look, I have one more person too." It's like I'm glad about that. But oh my God. That ending, man. Oh yeah. Um, I figured like I was thinking like I was seeing some people, especially uh, uh Brian with Wrestling with Regret saying like, oh yeah, Punk's Paul's gonna switch to Seth. It was like, yeah, that makes sense, and it happened. But oh my God, the way they did that, I forgot how good Heyman was in the ring and like the acting part. Because for a while he was just like crying kind of thing, like especially the whole bloodline. We just got really crying Heyman, but we got to heal Heyman back, please. Please. There's no way he could do it because, like, his hair's not long enough, but I would love for him to have his ponytail back. Like somehow, man, just grow it out. Like even if it's just a tiny little ponytail, please grow it out. I would love that. That'd be great. Um, I love that Seth won. I love that like his stuff's just chairs. I joke that he should just create a faction called the Chair, or hell, just piss everyone off and call it the Sword, and they just use chairs all the time. That'd be great. Like, come on. You can't go wrong with this. This is great. Like, yes, I am. Like, there's a part of me is like, oh, okay, yes, Punk, I am sorry, but come on. Really? Like, the way they handled that was amazing. Uh, like, I'm giddy about it mainly because I know a couple of friends who love Punk, and they're going to be so heartbroken and that's hilarious to me. Because I don't hate Punk. Like I used to really not like Punk like when he first came back, like because it was one of the whole AEW drama and stuff. And I was like, okay, whatever. But as I started to see him more and more, and got used to him more and more, especially this year, because last year, he was winning over my other favorite being McIntyre, and him beating McIntyre, like that whole thing where he cost him that to Damien pissed me off to no end, but oh well, we'll see what happens with that one tomorrow. If please, Drew, please win tomorrow. Oh my God, please. Um, but yes, now Punk will like hate on uh Seth, so we'll get that. We still have Roman versus Seth. Seth mentioning Moxley. Seth, stop doing this to me. Stop mentioning Mox and he can't come back. Guys, you don't understand. Yes, here's the thing. I got back into it briefly, got back into watching in like 2012 thereabout, and mainly just because I changed the channel. And lo and behold, there was the Shield in their wet head or glory. But my favorite was Mox. Like, come on. Like my favorite was Ambrose, and they keep mentioning him, and he can't come back. I just want Ambrose back. Like, come on, please, please give me the Shield back. Like, even if it was just like, please, come on. Like, let's say like somehow he gets tired of AEW, which I don't think he will, because that's more his vibe. But just think about it. Like they still build up Roman versus Seth. They still keep that for like next Mania or whatever, or like Bad Blood or whatever the heck they want to do, or SummerSlam, something. think about it. Think about it. If Roman's like, hey, I need to call in a huge favor, and then somehow he gets Moxley or Ambrose or whatever you want to call him back, and we get all three of them back in the ring. And as much as I would hate it, seeing Ambrose and Roman beat Seth down, that's your conclusion to the whole Shield thing entirely. That's how you end it. That's how you end the Roman Seth feud entirely. You just bring back Dean or Mox or whatever you want to call him, and just have them beat Seth. That's how you end this. But you can't because he can't come back. But please let him come back. I need this. I need for that to happen. Um, that's my fantasy booking for how to end that. But this is gonna be interesting. I'm really glad Heel Heyman's back. That's gonna be interesting. Overall, this night was great. There was a few that I was like, I didn't really care as much, more so just because the storyline didn't really catch me. Like, I was kind of like really hoping that Jade would be done with it and get it over with. Charlotte, I just didn't care from the beginning, um, at all. Because Charlotte just, for me, like, has no charisma. Not for me, but like, there's no attachment. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's you. Sure. Okay, whatever. Um, I'm glad Jay won. I'm glad that his story is done with this at least. Like if Gunther keeps attacking him and they keep that storyline going, I'm gonna be a little bummed out. Like they could go somewhere else with it. There's other people that can pop in and try and go for it. Especially with however the four-way match goes tomorrow. That's gonna be interesting. Heck, even Jimmy could go after it. That'd be weird. Or Roman. Can you imagine? No, no, no. Can you imagine if Roman goes after Jay? He's like, hey, I need a belt. We go after yours. Like, ooh, ooh, that'll be good. Um, so I'm glad how most of these turned out. Once again, I'm pretty sure that Jade's one's done, so I am glad about that. I think she just needs to go after Bianca maybe one more time. Um, Seth, that's going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. Um, I'm hoping that they end the whole Americano Grande thing soon. Probably at Backlash they will. That's my guess is that's when that's going to tie up because that one's kind of getting a little tiresome. Like, yeah, we just got him as Grande Americano, Americana Grande, whatever he goes by, but like I'm kind of already kind of tired of it because they're not really doing much other than he cheats and continues like, okay, let's wrap it up. Like American Made has their hands in too many pies because they were also beefing with Alpha Academy still and still with LWO and doing all these things. Like just focus on one. Just let's just get this done with. Um, Charlotte, she's out, so now Tiffany can continue her time. Uh, yeah, no, this will be interesting. For tomorrow though, here's my predictions for tomorrow. I'm hoping I'm right, if I can remember all of them correctly. So, um, who do we got first? I don't know who's first, but either way, uh, for the four-way, here's what I'm gonna say for the four-way. As much as I like Breaker, as much as I like Penta, Finn and Dom are gonna probably take this. Like, Dom's gonna win. I want Dom to win this. He needs a belt. Dom needs to break on his own. Not so just because he needs to break on his own, because the Judgment Day's going to break up anyway. But if Dom wins, because I love Dom, Dom's hilarious. I love him. Uh, he may start to turn babyface because Finn needs that final push. He needs that final push to actually get him like a true target again, a true thing. Like I really feel like they want to bring back the demon, and if they could change the makeup to where it's just like the face or something, and make the demon, or even just a mask kind of thing, like they could easily bring back the demon. But he needs that push, and having Dom have the belt by betraying him during the four-way, I mean, how more obvious can you get? Breaker needs something different to do. I love Breaker now. He's another one that was kind of like, oh, okay, sure. But now I like him. Penta, I feel like it may be too soon for Penta to win. Like, I can see it because just based on his popularity, but I really feel like just given how they want, like, Finn, because Finn's jealousy is one of the big things right now. So if they give Dom the belt, Finn's jealousy will really ramp up. Um, Speaking of going to them, Liv Rochelle's definitely going to retain. There's no point of giving, um, damn, I can't remember her name. No point of giving Bird Lady and Bailey the belts at all because, like, okay, what is, or the Bailey may be out and uh, maybe someone different. I'm not. I think I saw that somewhere that it may be. God. Why am I not remembering anyone's names? I was doing so well. We'll see how that one goes. I'm getting tired now and it's late for me. I apologize. But um, Becky. I read somewhere that may be Becky, which fine. I actually would really love it if it's like Roxana. Like, Roxanne Perez. That would be great because, like, who else is Bailey gonna pick to replace her? Perez. She like that'd be cool. If it was that, then I'd be like, oh yeah, yeah, I can see them doing that. But I don't like having a person have two title belts, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Um, who else did we got? We got of course Cody and Cena, but who else do we have? It's another whatever match. Dang. Well, I don't know who Randy's going to pick. I do know that there's a Randy match coming. I think most people say it's Nick, which would be fun. I feel like that would be really interesting. Um, there's that part of me that knows that the Wyatt Six isn't showing up, but hear me out on this one. Randy Orton versus the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six says that they're the ones behind the voices in his head. It doesn't make sense, like timeline wise, at all. But like if they want to keep up the weird like magic voodoo whatever shtick they're going for, saying that the voices in Randy's head get him to do stuff. Mm. Um, you know what? Hold on one sec. I need to look this up. I am sorry. This is killing me that I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I very much apologize. Yes, I know. Here we go. All right. Who do we got? Yeah, match one. Oh yeah, stop. I was just talking about the Paul match. Yeah, yeah. I was just talking about all these. See, look, I'm tired. All right. Sorry about that. Logan Paul's gonna win. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles. Logan Paul's gonna win this one. Once again, I like when heels win. Like, yes, I hate Logan. Like most people, I hate him outside the ring, and I kind of inside the ring, it's hard. He's a really good contender. Like he's a really good wrestler, and that's the issue. His mic work really depends on the city they're in. Like if they give something good, like what was it? It was a couple of weeks ago. I forget which state he was in, but he was just saying everyone's poor, which I really love. It's like you paid all that money to be the first first rep. You're broke. I like that. That's fun. Like I like that. And it makes it annoying that like that. But he's gonna win that one. EO better win. EO needs to win. Like I get it, like I can see Bianca winning, but EO's been disrespected multiple times, and she needs to beat both of them to be like, hey, look, I'm the champion. It's mine. Stop it. Because like, yes, I love Rhea, but Rhea, what are you doing? Stay out of it. We could have just had Bianca versus EO. That would have been fine. And then Bianca would have won. I've been okay with that. But no, you had to jump in. Come on. No, you don't need to be involved with everything, Rhea. Chill out. You can just like I'm glad you're not feuding with Liv anymore, but come on. You don't need to get into another craziness. But if EO doesn't win, that's gonna be so sad. I love EO. I love EO. Um, I would love if EO wins. Now let's say this. Let's say this. I once again, this is one I highly doubt will happen. But let's say like EO's on the ropes or whatever. Um, and say she's on the ropes, she's not doing well. Who comes in? Who's the other person that hasn't been there for a while? Who's related to damage control? That's not Dakota. Who would it be? Oh, maybe my actual favorite female wrestler who hasn't appeared in forever, Asuka. I highly doubt she will, but if Asuka appeared and helped Io win, or like retain, that'd be great. It's not going to happen, but I would love it if it happened. Because come on, it's Mania. When else is something like that going to happen? Um, so I think Io will retain, Dom will win, Logan will win, Damian versus Drew. Okay, I will love it if Drew wins. I love Drew so much. I love my angry Scott so much. He needs to win. Uh, One, mainly just for payback for the end of last year's Mania. He needs that win just to be like, look, he needs to beat him because of last year. That's the main thing. Because Drew really has been kind of shifting around, not really doing much. But if you give him like, oh, he beats Damian, he finishes off all the people that he's kind of beaten, like who's kind of because he doesn't need to go after Punk anymore because Punk's dreams have dashed now. He doesn't need to do that. But he can still go after a belt. You know, I said that Roman could go after Jay. Drew. Drew goes after Jay, gets the heavyweights. Just saying, that could happen too. You never know. Uh, and then we have Liv and Rochelle versus possibly Becky or whoever in Dakota. Uh, Liv and Rochelle are taking that, like, that's already done. Let me make sure I have everyone before I get to Cody. Yep, that's it. Yeah, so Cena's winning. Like that's gonna happen. There's no way they keep saying, "Oh yeah, he needs this last one to get 15 or 6 or whatever it is." Um, and it's 15. He needs this. He's gonna win. It's gonna happen, and then he'll drop it at Backlash or something. Probably with like Randy or someone's help. Uh, Helping Cody, that is. I feel like Cody hasn't done much since he's won. There really hasn't been a whole lot for him to do, besides like the whole thing with Roman and Bad Blood. There really hasn't been a whole lot. So him losing, fine. It gives him more purpose. It gives him something else to do because it's like, okay, now what do I do? Now that I'm not the champion, what do I actually have to put in again? Um, Yeah, no, so I really think Cena's going to win this one. Most people think Cena's going to win. If Cena loses, that's actually going to be more of a surprise and kind of more of a downer. Because it's just like, okay, great. Now Cena's just appears a couple more times after, because we know he appears. Like, he's going to come on like Monday and like I think Friday afterward, and then Backlash. So we know he's going to appear a couple more times. And if he loses, it'll be kind of pointless after that. Um, So yeah, Cena will win. God forbid that The Rock betrays him and takes it. I would hate that. That would be bad. Don't do that. Don't. No, 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 no. That's a bad idea. That would be a really bad idea. Don't. Oh my God, why did I think of that? Don't. Do not have Cena lose to The Rock. If The Rock wins it somehow through shenanigans, that's horrible. But I feel like basically what I'm going to predict for the end of tomorrow: Liv retains, Io retains, Logan wins, Dom wins, Dom gets the belt, Cena gets the belt, Damian wins, Drew wins. That's how I see it going down. I'm gonna try and get better about this. This is my first time doing it, but I'm gonna keep doing it. And if you keep wanting to hear my just rambles and hopefully good guesses and opinions, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow night.